My name is Sandra Farrell. I farm here just south of Kincardine with my husband Jeff and our sons Thomas and Patrick. We have RG&G Farms where we house Heritage Holsteins and Why Not Jerseys. So we built our compost pack barn, started milking the 24th of August 2015, so we've been in just a little over 2 years. Currently we have 68 cows milking and there's about a dozen dry cows at the back. The cows live in here all the time. They're never outside. They live here in the pack. So it is a pack of sawdust, which is worked twice a day. And the cows have free rein, can come and eat and drink and use the brush and the robot anytime they want. Twice a day we feed the cows a new TMR mix, and at that time they will all come over to eat, and then we come out with a skid steer and add a bit of sawdust wherever it's a bit damp, and then we have a tractor with a cultivator on the back that we drive around and totally mix everything. Takes about 15 minutes twice a day. Our farm was a tie stall barn. We milked in, or tied in tie stalls and milked them in a parlor, and the tie stall was getting kind of decrepit and worn out, needed to be refurbished, so we decided to build a new barn, went with the pack barn after some research, and decided to integrate the robots right away, moved away from the parlor and started everything brand new with the robots. A load of sawdust about once a month. We have a supplier that brings it down from New Liskeard. The drier and finer you can get, the better. We built a building on the end of our barn here so that it's all in one unit. We don't have to go outside and drive across, so we can just go out there and pick it up. If it's going to be stormy in the winter, we make sure that we have an extra load in there. So twice a day, as we're feeding the cows, just before we feed, we like to walk the pack and make sure everybody's feeling fine. And part of that process is to check the pack and find out where it's damp or where it needs a little bit of extra sawdust. Then we take the skid steer and take out, it could be 4 buckets, it could be 10 buckets, it depends on what the pack's looking like, and just disperse it where it goes, and then take the cultivator out and work it all in.
We use this cultivator. It's a Conskill chisel plow. We run it twice a day through the pack, and when we work the pack, we work it 12 inches deep, and it gets a total each time about 6 passes to get the proper aeration of the compost to drive the oxygen into it. November would be the time of year where there is a slight challenge because you make the transition from the summertime to the wintertime temperatures, so you have to be on top of your pack and make sure your moistures are right. As far as the moisture goes, don't judge the moisture of a pack as soon as you work it, because it will always appear damp. But as it breathes and respirates during the day, it becomes drier. So we check the moisture of a pack prior to working it. Walk the pack twice a day with the cows and check how he feels under our feet. And as far as the moisture goes, you just get to know visually what it's like, the feel of it, the smell of it, how much steam it produces in the wintertime. Is how we keep track of it. After 2 winters of our new compost barn, we are completely satisfied with it. We have seen increases in production. Hoof health has been great. Labor is good. The cows are healthy. Somatic cells are good. And with the robots doing the milking, we have a much more improved lifestyle.